Hello students, this is a lecture 3 on alcohols, phenols and ether. I'll write the heading. This is lecture 3. So here we are, first thing what we do in any chapter is preparation. First classification, then preparation. So here we will be learning a major topic is a preparation of alcohol. Now there are different ways we can prepare. A first way is from haloalkanes. From haloalkanes. So this reaction, what I will be writing over here, that reaction, you will be amazed to see that this reaction you have already studied in a first chapter, haloalkanes, haloarenes, but there you studied this reaction as the property of a haloalkane. Okay, and here you will be learning same reaction as a preparation method for the alcohol. So I will write a general reaction, that is alkyl halide, means a haloalkane is reacted with a strong base like KOH. This a little amount of heat is supplied. What you get is a ROH plus, in this case it is a KX salt. So what I can say is that regarding this is the alkyl halide, this is the alkyl halide, or I can say a haloalkane. This is a strong base, this is strong base. What we get a product is alcohol and the salt. Now this is the general reaction. Okay, this is the general reactions of the preparation of the alcohol from the haloalkanes or a alkyl halide. Now let us understand the role of every reagent. Okay, alkyl halide, why do we choose a alkyl halide and why not a aryl halide? Okay, let's keep that aside. What is the role of KOH? So KOH, whatever reagents we are writing, it will be very easy to remember if we know the role of every reagent. So role, this is a source of a OH minus ion. So source of OH minus ion, which acts as a nucleophile. Okay, why did we choose a alkyl halide over here and why not some alkyl connected to some other group? The alkyl halide, if you see the alkyl halide, if I take this example, okay, this is an example of the alkyl halide. Don't worry about this group, this could be some R and R. I am writing R dash, R double dash, right? So this is what the R is connected. In this case, this bond is very easy to break. Okay, bond is very easy to break. Lot of electronegativity difference between a carbon and halogen, longest bond, and that's why this bond is easy to break. That's why we choose a alkyl halide, and what we get at the end product is the alcohol. If we see the mechanism, okay, if we look at the mechanism of this reaction, then it follows mechanism, then it follows SN1 and SN2, depends upon the what type of alkyl halide we are using. Okay, so this thing, whether it will go in a SN1 or SN2, will depend upon a alkyl halide. We have learned this in a haloalkane haloarene chapter also. In what it says, that if it is a SN1, then it should be a tertiary alkyl halide, and if it is, it should go through a SN2, then it is a primary alkyl halide. So here I will write, if the alkyl halide is tertiary, okay, by now you must be understanding what is this mean. If it is tertiary alkyl halide, then reaction will go via SN1, that is substitution, nucleophilic, unimolecular. Okay, and if the reaction is if the reaction is primary, means I am writing this is to be CH and halide, means this is a alkyl halide which is primary alkyl halide, and this is tertiary alkyl halide, then this will go via SN2, that is substitution, nucleophilic by molecular. Okay, so these are the two things about this alcohol, but the end product for both these compound will be alcohol. Okay, whether you are getting a racemic product, okay, that is a different story, but the final product will be alcohol. So let us understand the mechanism more, considering the example of the primary alkyl halide. Means the reaction is this, again I will write on this page, alkyl halide, means if I take this CH3, CH2 and CH2, I have chosen a primary alkyl halide, and if I react this with a base and give small amount of the heat, then what I get is CH3, CH2, CH2OH and a salt, that is K. Instead of X I will write some halides, that is chlorine and KCl. So this is, name of this is 1 chloro propane, and this is over here it is propane 1 all. This is potassium hydroxide. This is potassium chloride. See, if I talk about the mechanism, what happens actually over here is this: CH3 is there, there is a CH2, there is a CH2. I will show this in a open chain structure, a hydrogen and a hydrogen, and this is the halide. Now OH is there, this OH is there, which is a nucleophile. Okay, this is a nucleophile, this is the electron rich. Always remember one rule in a chemistry: electron rich will donate electron deficient. Okay, that is what the simplest rule, which will apply in most of the reactions. Now this will attack on the carbon or donates its electron to the carbon which is electron deficient, right? So that's why this is the carbon which is electron deficient, because this carbon is attached to a halide which is electronegative in nature. Electronegativity means it is a tendency of an element to attract a shared pair of electron towards itself. So this electronegative element makes this carbon a deficient, okay, electron deficient, and this becomes negative. So this is more positive compared to the other carbon, so obviously donation will take place over here, means it is going to form a new bond. Since it is forming a new bond, old bond should break. And which is the weakest bond? Always remember, longest bond is the weakest bond. Okay, here if you see carbon hydrogen bond, if I want to represent carbon hydrogen bond, atomic size, like bond, if I want to represent, then I will write this atom and let's say this another atom, a center between this. Okay, this is the bond length, that is what I will say. But here if you see the carbon and chlorine is the bigger atom compared to the other. So carbon chlorine atom is the longest bond compared to the carbon hydrogen and a carbon carbon. So this is the bond which will break very easily, and this is how the chlorine will leave. And what you finally get is CH3, CH2. This is CH2 only, but it is splitted, and this is the OH which is connected to that, and this Cl will combine with this potassium, you will get KCl. So this is what the mechanism, a general mechanism, how to show if it is going via SN1. So I'll end this class over here. Thank you.